like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiance Season 6, Episode 11. It's the season finale. I don't have any pictures today. I didn't feel like putting up no pictures. They was all getting on my goddamn old nerves. I didn't get pictures for this show or Real Housewives of Atlanta because I didn't watch it on my computer. I watched it on my television, and I was like, I was too tired. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel and become a J Bird. Okay, I know I love my J Birds. Love my J Birds. Anyway, if you have not done so, always forget, no, girl, always remember to hit the notification bell to let you know when I have new videos up. And do not forget to like, comment, and share this video and all that good stuff. And of course, as always, follow me on IG. Did I put that on my last video? I can't think if I did. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with Olga and Steven. The season finale, it seems off. Like it seemed like it wasn't finished. It seemed rushed for some reason. I know the reunion show is next week. I don't know. It's something about this episode that I was like, I don't like it. Like, not even that I didn't like it, but like, I don't know, I just felt like it was so open-ended that I was like, I don't know, but I guess the reunion is next week. So Olga and Steven was really, really easy. Steven went back to America. Like, it was so simple for them too. He's flying back to the USA. Olga said how, he's going back to make us some money. I said, is he really? He's a waiter. How much money is he gonna make? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I saw him on IG, and he had a GoFundMe asking for money to help support them. This as it ends, because having a baby is hard. But at the same time, looking like y'all ain't doing nothing for yourselves. But, people who are social media, whatever. Because, I don't see no issue. I think there's a difference between I need you to help me live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to help. We need $4,000. I'm like, damn, 4,000. 4,000? Okay. But, to each their own. I don't think it's begging. But I still feel like neither of them make enough money to support themselves. And that's why they're asking for money for donations or whatever. And they have a whole baby. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But, also, we know Olga's visa got approved because Steven talked about that on IG too. IG and social media has ruined so many reality shows because they tell us what happened before. Like, it's no reason that Olga's visa being approved. He should have talked about that like last week. I'm like, why would you not wait? It's just stupid. Olga's like, I'm alone now. I have to wait to see if my visa gets approved. They act like, oh, I love you too. I love you so much. Oh, I've grown up so much in the past 2 months. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even know how much I've grown. Boy, you still seem like you are aggravating, annoying, and aggressive. So whatever. And again, so we already know the visa got approved, so she's gonna be here. She's gonna be in the United States eventually, and also that they need money. So that was it about them. They will be at the reunion next week, so we shall see. John and Fernanda are in Chicago because they want to get married in Chicago because most of his family lives there, and of course she has no family. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. So Fernanda, of course, is helped. She's being helped by John's sister to get dressed because of course her family can't be there. And she's like, this isn't my fairy tale wedding. It's not what I imagined because my family isn't here. I've always imagined my family being here, and that's not happening. She brings up how she had talked to her mother like yesterday, but she done talked to her mother today. Her mother brought up how she it's a special day. She's getting married, blah, 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 blah. But I'm surprised I have not talked to her today. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. She brings up how she's not wearing the wedding dress that she picked, her fancy wedding dress. She had on just like a regular white dress. Nothing fancy. It was cute or whatever, but it wasn't fancy. She said she wanted to save her fancy dress that she really picked for her actual wedding. She wants to save that until she has her big wedding in Mexico with her family. That also makes sense. We see John getting ready. We see his brother like, you ready? You ready? You can always try again and again and again. First marriage, second marriage. I'm like, well, damn it, just let him get married one time first before you doom it. Anyway, he like, no, I'm gonna be one and done. He brings up how his mom can't make it to the wedding. He says it's because his grandmother's very, very sick. But I'm like, then why did y'all go to Chicago if your mama can't be there? Like, that's weird. And his grandma's so sick because I'm like, the mama lives in Chicago, I believed. Or maybe she lives close to Chicago. And that's the closest place where she can drive to. But, he says his grandma's really sick. She can't come either. So I'm like, it's just him, his brother, his sister. And there's like a couple other people sprinkled there, sprinkled within the little audience. Like, the wedding had like maybe 8 people. And that doesn't include Fernanda, John, the minister who was his brother, and the sister. It was like maybe 8 people sitting there that I had no idea who they were. I think one person's face was blurred out. So they must have been an extra, part of the camera crew. I'm not sure. Anyway, they had a little small ceremony in the park in Chicago. They really could have just went to Justice of the Peace where they live at. I'm like, and his sister and brother could have came here. I'm like, why the girl? Anyway, and that was it. They said their vows. She said that he is even though this is not the wedding of her dreams, he is the man of her dreams, and they are so happy to be getting married. John brother marries them, which is cute. I mean, it was a cute little something. I mean, but that's why I'm like, I ain't taking no pictures. It was a real easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. It's again something they did not have to go to Chicago to do. But I guess because his brother and sister's there, I mean, that's at least some family. But I was like, oh. Okay, I did feel like because her mama hadn't called, I'm like, oh, maybe John gonna surprise her, and she ain't called because mama there. That didn't happen. And again, it ended with them just kind of walking away, hand to hand, smiling, and how much they're in love or whatever. So they're married, and it's great. I'm gonna fly by these again. I'm like, this episode, it wasn't much to really, talk about. Kalani and Asuelu. So Kalani and Asuelu was getting married. It's wedding day. And, when she wakes up, she's telling the camera, I finally feel like a bride. I'm happy it's my wedding day. Which is, she never would phone until today. So, girl, I guess he maybe gave her some dick last night. She loved it. So, she tells Asuelu how she told her sister that she's pregnant last night. He's like, what? Why did you told her that for real? And she's like, yeah, because it was weird because people kept asking me to drink and offering me drinks. So I kind of just told her, and she started crying. He's like, was it happy tears, angry tears? Was she upset? Like, how did she feel? And then she's like, I'm saying? She just kind of was shocked or whatever. And I just hope that she doesn't like tell my dad because my dad and my brother does not know. So he's like, I just want Asuelu to me is the only person on this show who truly just wanted to marry the person he was there with. Like, he truly, like, what he is he seems so innocent. And keyword is seem because I don't know that man personally, but he seemed like the only person who genuinely is just there to marry her and not even there to use her, doesn't want to make her separate from her family. He just wants them to accept him. And they, the sister's an asshole, a whole full-fledged asshole. But I feel like he's the only one who's really there for the right reasons. And I have no question that he is there for the right reasons. So we do see that, she goes to the hotel to start getting ready for the wedding. So she's getting her makeup and hair done or whatever. The sister's there. It's so weird that you're pregnant. I'm looking like, bitch, why aren't you talking about it on the wedding day? Like, I don't think the person there knew. And then she says to the person, like, my dad doesn't know. Meaning, even though we're here talking about it, don't bring it up to anybody else. So I'm like, her sister just irks all my nerves. Like, her sister just pisses me off to all ends. She's like, well, dad doesn't know, so you can't mention it. Well, when are you gonna tell him? She's like, well, not today. Like, I'm not gonna tell him today. And I don't think she's early enough in her pregnancy that she doesn't have to tell anyone. Like, people get pregnant, they be married with families or whatever, and they don't tell their parents until they're like 3 or 4 months. They wait to get past that, that crucial stage or whatever. So I'm like, her not telling her dad isn't a big deal. I mean, the reason she ain't telling us some bullshit because she's scared. I'm looking like, you so childish. But it is what it is. So She feels like if her father finds out, he may stop the wedding. And I'm like, why would a father stop the wedding when she's marrying the person she's having 2 kids with? I'm looking like, stop it for what? So y'all want to stop the wedding so that she's a single parent and her child's father, her children's father, is sent back to the island. Like, is that what y'all want? Like, on what earth does that make any sense? None at all. Like, this is none at all. Like, why would y'all object? Who objects to the wedding when the person is married? Kalani loves Asuelu. She just trying to please her mama, daddy, and her sister, which is some bullshit. She needs to live her own life, but I digress. Anyway, Kalani says, well, how do you feel about, it now that you've slept on it? But, like, how do you feel now that I'm pregnant? I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm looking like, who cares? It ain't her coochie. Who cares? And Connie says, like, I just want to be happy today. I want today to be a happy day, and that's it. And I feel like it's her wedding day, and as she said, she loves Suelu and she wants to marry him. It's her wedding day. Sister, shut the fuck up. Okay? So we do see Asuelu getting dressed by himself. Her brother isn't there yet. That was supposed to like help him, whatever. He's like, I've never worn these suspenders before. He couldn't even know what they was called, suspenders. But he's also saying like, her brother doesn't know, so I hope I don't slip and say anything, and her dad doesn't know either, and he probably will stop the wedding. I'm looking like, why? Again, it's just crazy, and I'm like, and it's crazy to me too how they all keep saying, I hope my dad doesn't find out. Only adults know. It's not as if your 8-year-old nephew knows, and he may slip and say, Auntie Kalani pregnant, right, granddaddy? Like, I'm like, only adults know. Your mama know. She know not to tell your daddy. Your sister know. Hopefully she ain't a bitch. No one know. Like, when a Swayze said, I hope I don't slip and said, like, how would that even come up in conversation? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, girl, I don't know. I'm like, y'all all adults, just shut up. So, Connie said how much she loves Swayze, how much she knows she loves him, and she wants to marry him. And they got married. That was it. Okay, they got married. They said some vows. It was funny because Asuelu did not know how to pronounce some certain things, so that part was funny. The mom says, seeing Asuelu say his vows and talking to Kalani, she's like, I see how much he really do love her and how he wants to be here with her. It made me realize that. The dad says he also sees how Swelu is here for the right reasons and wants to be there for his daughter, but if he doesn't do that, he'll handle him later. The sister then says him saying, I'll be here for her for support and whatever she does, even if they crash and burn. You bitch you. You little bitch you. And they married, dancing around. She looks happy. He looks happy. They're dancing together. It was actually the first loving ceremony. Well, no, John and Fernandez was too. And I don't, and not that I think Fernanda's here for any other reason, but she's immature. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. That's why I feel like Asuelu is, what I'm saying, just innocently here for the right reasons. Anyway, so now they are married. Colt, Colt and Larissa. Colt and Larissa, a lot of their stuff played out on social media recently. We see Debbie saying how she did not think that Cole would ever get married. Okay, she did not think her son would ever wed, but she's happy that he is. You know what I'm saying? Cole bringing up how it's been a rough go of things, but I'm saying they are in a better place now between him and Larissa, his mom and Larissa. It's all a better thing. His mama is trying to help him tie his tie because neither one of them know how. Lord Jesus, neither one of them knows how. So they're like YouTubing it or Googling it, and he keeps saying, Mom, you look great. And I'm like, but she just like in a regular pink shirt. Like, she wasn't dressed like the mother of the groom. Like, it was just, but I'm thinking maybe she's gonna wear dresses. I will say Colt looked cute in the face. Like, and I was like, oh, Colt's not weird looking. I mean, he is. But I'm like, oh, he's not bad looking. When he makes, it's just sometimes he looks awkward. So I don't know. Anyway, He brings up how he has not seen his cousin John since the barbecue fight of 2018. But he's like, I did re-invite him to the wedding, but Larissa doesn't know yet. And so we do see Larissa again, because he said he wants to spend the rest of his life with Larissa. He said, but I also want my family and my life. I don't want to have to choose between the two. And I'm like, well, that's, it's true. So when we see Larissa getting her makeup done, and her hair done, and she's talking to the hair and makeup people or whatever, like, yeah, I'm in America, I'm marrying him or whatever, and they looking like, oh, okay, girl. And she just kind of bringing up how things were difficult, but they're better now, but she's still trying to figure things out. And she had a dress on, and she was walking outside. So yeah, we found it. I couldn't get the dress that I wanted. Colt won't buy it, but we did find a very nice princess style dress at the Goodwill. I said, but the dress was really beautiful. Like, I mean, that was a great find at the Goodwill. I mean, it really, really, really was. But which kind of probably just makes Colt reasons more evident that you don't have to spend all this money. You can get great things at the Goodwill. I wouldn't buy my dress in the Goodwill, but I would have money to pay for it. But if I did not have money, I may go to the Goodwill and look. Okay? Anyway, so, what I'm saying? She brings up how she's happy that she made up with Debbie. She's happy that her and Colt are in a great place, but she still has not made up with John. And she's like, I think he maybe comes to the wedding. And if he wants this smoke, I got this smoke for him. Okay, if he wants some, I'm going to give him some. I'm like, girl, calm down. It's your wedding day. Just calm down. So, we see that Larissa, of course, has the one to walk her down the aisle, per se. So Colt says to Mom, you can walk me down the aisle. I was like, your mama gonna give you a way, Colt? Girl. And sure enough, his mother walked him down the aisle. I was like, Lord, he's such a mama's boy. Like, just such a mama's boy. We do see that John and his wife did make it to the wedding. Colt was happy because, as he said, John is one of my only family members here in Vegas. So I wanted to have my family who lives in town here. And I'm like, well, we see that that's all people talk about. I do think John was sitting in his work shirt. I really, really do. I wish I would have got pictures, but I just didn't feel like it. I'll get pictures, though, next week for the reunion. Larissa walks in, okay, and she sees John first, and she's like, you know, not happy about that. But she then said she looked and she seen Colt, and she realized, I'm happy because I'm here marrying Colt, and then she was fine, and they got married. That simple. He looked nice, she looked nice. Was true, But they marriage is not all rainbows and happy go lucky and whatever. They in a limo, and they kind of look like they going to a funeral. And I'm like, why do they look so sad? Like, it's weird. And then Larissa's like, something happened before the wedding. So it's something that happened that may affect me staying here. I may have to go back. I'm like, what the hell happened? So we did see, like, Colt talking to Debbie. He like, 4 days ago, 4 days before the wedding, something happened. I wanted it to be private, but it got out. So, I got to talk about it. Me and her got into a fight. A huge fight. She was crazier than I've ever seen her. She was out of control. It was very, very crazy. He's like, so because she wouldn't calm down and she wouldn't stop, fighting or whatever, I called the police. He says, but I then called them back and told them they did not have to come. They came anyway. You could never call the police and say, come to this place, and then call them back because they don't come and think they're not going to come. Oh, they're coming. Okay. Well, at least in some places, and maybe in Detroit, sometimes you say don't come, they probably won't. Or they might just come really, really late. So, like she was going crazy, crazy, crazy and whatnot. And when the police got there, they took her into custody. And she was in jail for 2 days. And I was like, oh, she was locked up. Now, this was all on social media where, she was like changing her IG handle, saying he got me. Like, it was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But we do know, the police called, we do know that she was arrested. They did not say how long she was in jail for. She was in jail for 2 days. He said, but he did not press charges. However, the city, or no, the state did. The state of Nevada is pressing charges. He's like, so he got a call from like the people saying that, she has to go to trial for it because they're pressing charges for her for domestic battery. So she was charged with domestic battery. And so because of that, he said there's a chance that she may not be able to get approved for a green card. If she has a charge, she won't get approved. And then when he bring, I think the mama said like, what about y'all hold the visa thing, or if you already applied for it? He did something like we had ran out of time because so much had happened. So I do wonder if that means were they married after the 90 days? Like I'm confused. So I hope they clear all that up on the reunion. And Debbie was like, it was a really, really, really bad fight. I was here. I was in my room. And even I heard it. And I just stayed in my room because it was really, really bad. So we shall see. I'm like, Lord. And even in this part of them talking, Larissa had already locked herself in the bathroom, saying she was emotionally exhausted. But she said, I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm like, you mean emotionally exhausted because of whatever. But I'm like, Larissa is crazy. Like she is. And I think Colt is crazy too, and he liked that bullshit. So we will see what happens. But I'm like, girl, fix it. Jay and Ashley. Jay is sitting there, Ash is sitting there. They still look dumb, dumb, like they did last time. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how, no, she says how Jay was talking to the girls and was even inviting them to the house. Okay, probably even riding around with them efforts in her car. I'm like, oh, so you're a regular girlfriend? What were me cheating? Hey, Jody and Yvette. Anyway, he then says it meant nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was just bored and I won't do it again. And they kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Um, he then keeps saying how he did not message anybody initially. But I'm like, but bro, you made the profile. You made the profile, put where you were, okay. And then girls in your area, of course, they look you up because you're on there. Be like, they hit me up, they messaged me, I'm like, I look cute or whatever. I'm from Jamaica, and you responded. He then says he was just bored. Okay, he needed some interaction with somebody. Mm, mm. She like, you can't make it seem as if you're this stand-up guy who did not cheat on me. You only was messaging some girls, and you told me I only found out because you got caught. You got caught. The girl called you. I saw your phone ring, and you got caught. Had you not got caught, you would have kept doing what you were doing, and I would have never found out. But you only did it. You only admitted it because you were backed into a corner. I'm sorry. What else you want me to say? I'm looking like, which is true. There's nothing else he can say. But you still fucked up, Jay. You still fucked up, Jay. You really, really did. But Ashley, he was 20. He was a sex maniac. Not maniac. A sexualized uh, vagina humper, okay, from Jamaica, who told you he wanted more and more and more and more and more sex. And I'm like, I'm surprised she didn't think this would happen sooner. I thought it would happen too, because he young and dumb and full of cum. It's a saying for a reason, okay? And you got blinded by the dick. It's okay. Everybody get dickmatized every once in a while. So she kind of walks out crying or whatever, like, I can't believe he did this. He, like, I'm saying, I don't know what else to say to her. You know what I'm saying? I was certain because the girls messaged me, but I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did. And she never loved me if she gonna break up with me over some text messages. I said, you sound dumb as fuck, okay? Dumb as fuck. That's not fair that she wants to leave me. You know what I'm saying? She want me to leave, but I told her I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? She asked me where I'm gonna go. I ain't going nowhere. And if you want me to leave, you gotta call the police. I said, Lord, you don't even know what he's doing. They're gonna kill you. Don't do that. He said he gonna fight for the relationship. He's fighting to stay in America. Okay, and that's about it. So we do see Ashley gonna meet one of her friends who looks older. I'm like, how old is she? She's bringing how she feels stupid. And she said she looked at the girl's profile, and we don't look anything alike. Like, he is not me. Like, all the other girls he talked to, you know what I'm saying? We don't look like I'm not his type, or they're not his type. It's just different from me. She said, all we have in common is that we both white. She's way larger than me because Jamaican men love thick women. They do. Like, it's just he may love big girls, and you was a ticket to America, and you happen to be what you are. But if you don't look like any of his exes, and she does, message, and don't think because a girl is plus size that mean dudes don't look. I tell y'all the truth. I'm single by choice. Okay? It's not because people don't want the plus size people. It's not that. So when she says she's bigger than me, well, bitch, okay. You better when you fuck your friend. Anyway, so she's like, I just, and I can't really put him out. I can't really do much because I'm responsible for him because that's how the visa process goes. Like, so it's kind of like he's a third child. And I said, wait a minute. I completely forgot that Ashley has two children who we never see, who she keeps off the show. But I forget she only mentioned her children in episode 1 when she's I'm 32 years old. I think she was she a waitress or something like that or something from here, and I have two kids. And she had I'm like, she's a mother of two. Girl, I can't. She said she talked to a lawyer. The lawyer told her that if she wants to annul the marriage, it would mean that he will be deported back to Jamaica. And then she's like, I don't know what to do because it was such a process to get him over here, and you don't stop loving someone overnight. So I'm just confused. Meaning, I'm gonna still stay with him. I'm not gonna send him back to Jamaica because if you was that mad, you would have just annulment. But I don't think she can even get an annulment because he didn't trick you. Y'all have already consummated the marriage. Even though he cheated, that's not reason for an annulment. Okay. Anyway, but I'm like, so you gonna try to send him back to, but I can return the sender? That's not how it works. You order that dick now, work with it. Anyway, we do see him and her talk towards the end. Excuse me. We see him and her talk towards the end. It's been like a couple weeks since it happened, and she's still asking him like why he did it. He still says it was because he was bored. That's not true. It has to be some other reason. You know what I'm saying? He then says, if you don't show me enough attention, I'm here by myself. I don't have any friends. I don't have anyone to talk to. It's a whole culture change. And when you get home from work, you be on your phone the whole time. So it's just me by myself, and I got bored. Now, when he said that, he says, I got bored and I reached out for attention. When he said that, like 10% of me completely understood what he meant. He is 20. He's used to partying, having fun, and now he's here with no other black people. Um, she's always at work, and I get what he mean. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I can understand him saying I got bored because I don't do shit. I can't work. I can't go out. I can't do nothing. And you don't pay me any attention because when you get home, she tired because she's working, having to support his ass, and she got two kids, so she don't even have the attention. She don't have the attention or the time to give him that he need anyway. You should have got you an older dude who don't need that much attention. You got yourself a third kid, like you did it to yourself, girl, and it don't make it right what he doing. But I'm like, you put it on yourself, so. She's like, both my exes cheated on me, and I have kids with them both, okay? And I left them. But you haven't left Jay. It's been a couple weeks. You ain't left him, so I'm looking like you missed me with the bullshit. She's saying things because she's upset, but she's not leaving. She isn't. She ain't gonna do it. I think she's saying things to make it seem like she is mad at him long enough, but she's already in my eyes forgiven him. I just think she has. He like, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make her believe that I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And if she did this, I would be mad at her. You a goddamn lie. Or if you're not a lie, it's because you want to do the same thing. Anyway, she brings up how she needs space because she does not know what she needs to do and she regrets going through with this. Well, girl, you put it on yourself. I don't know what else. You put it on yourself. So again, we have to see what happens. But I mean, when you order dick from Jamaica, this is what you may have to put up with. And he's young. Okay, you knew he was out there doing things in Jamaica, and you said, he won't do that with me in America. Yes, he will. It's just gonna be with American vagina. Only difference. Okay, last but not least, Lita and Erica. Yes, Eric names Erica because he's a pussy. It's wedding day, but we don't care. Okay, none of us care about Erica. None of us care about Lita because they're both horrible people. The fact that Erica literally kind of just disowned his kids for Lita pisses me off. And so I don't care. I don't. Okay. He hoped the kids would come. Lita doesn't care. Lita has no one at the wedding, so his one friend is there helping her get dressed. We seen her go get her makeup done. I don't care. We saw Her hair got done. I don't care. Like I don't care. They got married. I don't care. He couldn't find his pants. I don't care. They had to go to a store to get some new pants. I still didn't care. The daddy was there like, have you talked to your daughters? And he's like, no, the dad had talked to Erica's dad. Yeah, no, Erica's Erica. Erica's dad has talked to Tasha, and Tasha's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. So I'm like, it was what it was. Lita to me doesn't deserve a wedding. Lita to me does not deserve to be in America, at all. She is a selfish bitch, and she literally came here. She was on national television, telling the father of three that's her son, who he has no blood ties to, and that her son is more important than his children. And for that, I will never have respect for Lita. I will never have respect for Eric at all. Like, you're a piece of shit to allow. I don't care how old your kids are. You still don't let someone think they are before your children. And truth be told, the issue with Eric and Tosh is because of Lita. If Lita wasn't such a self-serving bitch, you know what I'm saying, her and Tasha could have gotten along. But Lita came over here like, I'm the boss, this is my house now, and she needs to bow down to me. And you ruined that relationship before it began. So you ruined his stuff with his kid. He allowed it to happen. That's why he's also a piece of shit. But I feel like if Lita wasn't such a bitch, that her and Tosh could have gotten along and it would not have been an issue. But she couldn't do that. So for that, fuck you, Lita. Eric, for allowing Lita to do that, fuck you, Eric. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They got married. The youngest daughter was there. The little one, that's like 11. But I'm like, she was there probably because the mama said you can go. The two oldest ones were not there. And when Erica said, I wish my older two was here. Hopefully we can fix that. And Lita said, well, no, we're okay with this, the youngest one. For that, fuck you, Lita. And that was the whole show. Yeah. That's it. Comment below. Peace. I'm dead ass serious. Bye.
He's like love, 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 and music.